It's October, and to mark the occasion, I was going to start today's video by wearing a Halloween costume, but I didn't have one lying around, so, oh look, a spooky skeleton.
Whoa, happy Halloween! Even though Halloween itself is like a month away from when this video will release, making this segment creatively uninspired and fundamentally redundant.
Creative bankruptcy.
Now that's spooky.
With the PlayStation 5 releasing on both the 12th and 19th of November, October marks the last month I'll be covering purely PlayStation 4 titles as part of this series, which is both exciting and bittersweet. However, just because the PlayStation 5 is on the horizon, this doesn't mean that there's nothing releasing on the PlayStation 4 this October. Far from it, to be honest. From some long-awaited AAA releases to a few spooky surprises, there's a number of great games making their way to the PlayStation 4 this month. Hello, I'm Liam from Push Square, and these are the 12 best games releasing on the PlayStation 4 in October 2020. Before we start, I think this skeleton has something to say.
Oh, hello, my name is Jimothy Bourneman, and only by liking this video and subscribing to the channel can my soul finally be released from this wretched skeletal prison I'm doomed to inhabit for the rest of time.
You said it, Jimothy. First up, we have Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, launching on the 2nd of October. Following the enormous success of both the Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy and Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, Activision have decided to take a break from remastering classic PS1 titles to create a brand new entry in the long-running series. Created by Spyro Reignited Trilogy developers Toys for Bob, Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is a direct sequel to the original PlayStation 1 trilogy. Alongside familiar platforming action, Crash 4 also features brand new gameplay mechanics, such as masks that allow Crash to slow down time, manipulate gravity, and phase between realities. Series villain Neo Cortex, Freak of Nature Dingodile, and Crash's ex Torna are also playable, each boasting their own unique abilities and gameplay styles. Levels reflect the game's time-hopping narrative, transporting players to colourful locations situated throughout space and time. The game even includes competitive multiplayer and a brand new inverted mode which sees levels from the campaign remixed in order to make them more challenging. We can't wait to spend more time with our favourite jorts-wearing marsupial. Also launching on the 2nd of October, we have Star Wars Squadrons, allowing players to take control of some of the most iconic starfighters from the Star Wars series. Squadrons is a first-person spaceship game with a focus on 5v5 multiplayer dogfighting. But for those looking for a more story-driven experience, the game also includes a single-player campaign mode that swaps perspectives between both New Republic and Empire pilots. Best of all, the game is fully playable using the PlayStation VR headset, allowing you to experience Squadrons campaign and multiplayer modes entirely in virtual reality. Squadrons has the potential of being the Star Wars flight game we've all been dreaming of since we were kids. Next up, we have Ride 4, launching on the 8th of October. Despite releasing one motorcycle racing game already in 2020, developer Milestone are back with another in the form of Ride 4, a continuation of the popular Ride series which attempts to do for motorcycles what Gran Turismo did for cars. Ride 4 looks to improve upon the third entry in a number of key areas. For starters, there's a revamped career mode which gives players the freedom to define their own unique path. Then there's the dynamic weather and lighting system, which affects the physics of your bike as you zip around a course in the rain. Featuring hundreds of bikes to choose from, Ride 4 looks to be a great time for anyone who thinks driving around on four wheels is too many. FIFA 21, it's back on the 8th of October. What's new? Let me Google it. I don't actually know. Dribbling has been updated. Dribbling, doesn't that just make the ball all wet? In all seriousness, the game includes an improved career mode that features more depth compared to the one featured in last year's entry, and those looking to upgrade to a PlayStation 5 copy can do so for free when the new console launches next month. Happy days. The Survivalists launches on October 9th. Set within the Escapists universe, The Survivalists tasks you and up to 3 friends to survive on a deserted island. Players can craft, build structures, as well as explore a sandbox environment filled with dangerous creatures and plenty of secrets to uncover. It's basically a Don't Starve style survival game that also includes elements of RimWorld and the dungeon crawling combat of Zelda. It looks wonderful. You can even befriend monkeys and get them to help you build houses and fight skeletons. Is this the perfect video game? If you're looking for something spooky to play this Halloween, then look no further than Amnesia Rebirth, launching on the 20th of October. A direct sequel to 2010's Amnesia: The Dark Descent, Rebirth sees new protagonist Tassi Trianon embark on an emotionally harrowing journey through a number of sinister and twisted environments. As with the first game, sanity is a resource that must be managed as you evade horrific monsters in an attempt to survive. Developer Frictional's last game, Soma, was a powerful examination of what it means to be human through a nihilistic lens, and will be a tough act to follow as a result. We can't wait to see what Frictional has in store for us when Amnesia Rebirth releases later this month. Also launching on the 20th of October, we have Remothered Broken Porcelain. A sequel to 2017's Remothered Tormented Fathers, Broken Porcelain expands upon the original game's survival horror gameplay in every perceivable way. Heavily inspired by the Clock Tower series, Broken Porcelain sees new protagonist Jen attempting to escape the Ashman Inn while sinister figures constantly stalk the hallways. Improved stealth gameplay allows players to evade enemies by hiding in cupboards and by crafting distractions. If you're a fan of Alien Isolation, the early sections of Resident Evil 7, and indeed the Clock Tower series, Remothered Broken Porcelain may well be one to keep an eye on. Alright, let's have a lovely little indie game to shake things up a bit after all that horror. Carto launches on the 27th of October. Carto is an adventure game all about manipulating map tiles in order to complete puzzles. Players can rearrange scenery to create patterns or change the direction of NPCs to guide them to a specific location. Presented in a gorgeous hand-painted art style, Carto looks set to be a gentle and delightful experience suitable for all ages. You can even give a bear a big hug. Lovely stuff. Here's a game I'm personally very excited to get my hands on. Ghostrunner launches on the 27th of October. Ghostrunner combines fast-paced first-person parkour movement with hack and slash combat mechanics. Playing as the most advanced blade fighter ever created, apparently, players can dash, grapple and wall run their way around a post-apocalyptic sci-fi city. With only one hit point, death is a frequent occurrence, but a healthy amount of checkpoints means there's no delay between dying and trying again. I played the Ghostrunner demo on PC about 6 months ago and found it to be an exhilarating FPS unlike anything else I've ever played. It's like someone gave Faith from Mirror's Edge a katana before throwing her into the world of Blade Runner. It absolutely rules, and I can't wait to play the final release. Ghostrunner is shaping up to be something truly special indeed. The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4 also launches on the 27th of October. In his review for The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3 last year, our very own Robert Ramsey heaped praise onto the title and deemed it one of the finest JRPGs on the PlayStation 4. It stands to reason, then, that this fourth and final entry in the Arobnian arc is set to be a worthy successor to the previous 3 entries. Admittedly, I'm unfamiliar with this particular series, but it appears to feature traditional turn-based combat alongside various quests and fun minigames. Basically, if you're a fan of the series or JRPGs that feature epic anime-inspired storylines, Trails of Cold Steel 4 may just be the game for you. Watch Dogs Legion finally launches on the 29th of October. Watch Dogs Legion brings Ubisoft's hacking open-world series to a post-Brexit London. The twist this time around comes in the form of the recruitment mechanic, which allows players to take control of any NPC by recruiting them to your resistance group. From ex-spies to everyday coppers, chavs to angry grandmothers, the possibilities are seemingly endless. Throw in a fully explorable dystopian London, multiple gameplay styles, and even a multiplayer co-op mode, Watch Dogs Legion looks to be an interesting entry in Ubisoft's most underappreciated series. Best of all, PlayStation 4 owners will receive a free upgrade to the PlayStation 5 version of the game. Win-win. Side note, I didn't know this was coming out this month until I started to write this video. Considering it's been delayed so much, not a lot of marketing for this one. And finally, literally just in time for Halloween, we have the Dark Pictures anthology Little Hope releasing on the 30th of October. The second of the 8 titles planned as part of Supermassive Games' Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope takes place in the titular town as 4 students and their teacher become stranded after their bus crashes in its outskirts. Trapped by a supernatural fog, players control the characters as they attempt to escape from the town. The first entry in this anthology, Man of Medan, may not have been the successor to Until Dawn many had hoped it would be, but Little Hope's Silent Hill vibes should hopefully make for a spookier experience this time around. Hopefully. I mean, they've promised 6 more after this, so, you know, you'd hope this one's decent. So there we have it, 12 great games releasing on the PlayStation 4 in October 2020. Jimothy, do you have anything to say to our viewers before we leave today?
If you enjoyed this video, remember to like it and let us know what game you'll be buying in October. And also, if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe to Push Square for everything PlayStation.
Oh, thank you, Jimothy.
Liam, you need to wake up. It's been 10 years, Liam. Please, son, open your eyes. Open your eyes and look upon your old daughter one last time.
Wait, what?